Constructica.
This goes out to you, you. This goes out to you. This goes out to you. This goes out to you and you. This goes out to you. This goes out to.
Hello world. Yeah, I've been there before. On the edge of the ledge, eyes focused on floor. Grown a lot since then. Lost love and found more. Trying to be a better me. Quit smoking Newports. Lost jobs. Had to scramble and find look, pay rent. Chick that I fucked last week. Called and said she pregnant. I'm not ready for kids. I felt less of a man, but you died. I can't lie. I felt nothing inside. Relationships have been shit. I'm quick to cut ties to the point that I'm numb. I don't even say bye. Don't even look in my eyes. You be wasting your time. I won't let you see shit. Hard to let you
If it wasn't for vibes, I'd be a piece of shit. Or maybe worse, laid in the dirt. For what it's worth, I see now still so much to be proud of. On the real, I was just trapped in my thoughts.
The sky is the limit, always heard that. Found myself when I learned that.
I see now still so much to be proud of. On the real, I was just trapped in
There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. I'm just trying to cook some art without an apron. And if you hear me, just know that I'm endearing. Fucked over so many times in my life and been forsaken. Humble since I was younger, when it can feed my hunger. Blessed to still be healthy, got cancer and family history. Kitty, I fucking miss you, that accident still hits me. Mama, you in my dreams, damn it, I know you with me. The angels took you from me, hated them, I was greedy. Needed when I was nothing, realized that I was sleeping. I never doubt myself, never give myself a reason. Everybody has a purpose, let it live while you keep breathing. And that's the truth that I keep speaking. Don't eat these words as if I'm preaching. This is my life that I am leaking. It's just a bit of what I keep in.
If it wasn't for vibes, I'd be a piece of shit. Or maybe worse, laid in the dirt. For what it's worth, I see now still so much to be proud of. On the real, I was just trapped in my thoughts.
The sky is the limit, always heard that. Found myself when I learned that.
I see now still so much to be proud of. On the real, I was just trapped and felt lost.
I was just trapped and felt lost. Thought of therapy if you used to talk about my mom. At peace with everything that happened, hope you hear the song. I will always love you, that can never change. Now my father's happy with a wedding ring. Call me, you should know that I do love you too. You've been by my side, yes, through and through. Mighty growing up, always been beautiful. If a boy breaks your heart, then I'ma kill the dude. At first I wrote the song without my life attached. Always keep it 100, ain't no going back. Depression is a bitch, used to hold me back. Now I'll keep on fighting cause I owe me that.
If it wasn't for vibes, I'd be a piece of shit. Or maybe worse, laid in the dirt. For what it's worth, I see now still so much to be proud of. On the real, I was just trapped in my thoughts.
The sky is the limit, always heard that. Found myself when I learned that.
I see now still so much to be proud of. On the real, I was just trapped and felt lost.
What's good, everybody? Yo,
You flinging your hair. What kind of shit is that?
yo, you see how long my ponytail is?
Oh my, you flinging and shit like.
I'm always listen. I'm that chick that can be somebody completely different from my guy at the snap of a finger, because a lot of y'all be wanting different shit. You get tired of
Put the
doing
mic
it.
in front of you before I come over there stringing your ass. There you go. See how easy that is?
You get tired of being with the same plain person. My man tells me, listen, I want you to be blonde today. I'll be blonde.
Well, I mean,
Tell me
that's
you
the-
want me to
know,
go
we always
short?
talk about the greatness of actually having a situation like that when someone can be multiple people, and that way you don't have to worry about, being someone getting used to the same thing every single day.
Yeah.
Especially, I try to explain to people when we're talking about long term in a relationship and stuff. The last thing you want to do is get yourself to where that person is used to the same thing. It's like repetitive. It's just like both of you are just there just to be there. So
Yeah.
what's good, Prodigy?
I try to do different stuff. Oh, talking about Prodigy. She made me a tie-dye shirt for my birthday, which I didn't pick up until like 2 weeks ago.
Okay,
And then I didn't do my show when she wanted me to wear it.
right.
And then I didn't do my show Saturday,
Right.
which was another day. And she's been beasting for me to wear this tie-dye black and brown shirt.
You wear it Saturday.
Yeah, I'll wear it Saturday, Prodigy.
This wasn't like extremely planned or whatever. So you know.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Chip. I mean, a few people I know about him. You know about him. But, Truth was busy with him, and I give him all respect. Listen, I love Chip. He's a good dude. I know, if, Truth can't be around for me. It's always good for a good reason. But we're here today, and it's a little different. I sound like a man.
What's good, Tone?
Hey, Tony, what's going on? I sound like a man because for the first 2 hours after I wake up,
Exactly, Tone.
because of my thyroid, I sound like a man. What is Tony saying?
Why you and me and Tone business? What me and Tone be discussing, we be discussing. You know what I mean? Gosh.
Oh, my God.
But no, I mean, I feel you. And shout out to Chip. Yeah, so
Yes.
people may not know. Statewide Chip is a rap artist, very talented, and I was introduced to him via Goddess. He was looking for proper management, and thank you guys. She thought of me and the company,
I did.
and we thought of us, the company.
Yes.
And we talked, and we finally decided to work together. We have a contract together. And we filmed a video for one of his singles Saturday. So it's going to be really good. He's super talented, and Goddess is going to get the very first interview
Yes, I can't wait.
once the project is completed.
Yes. Like, we worked together. We did a photo shoot a couple of years ago.
What was that? It was for a beverage or something like that, right?
No, that was for Jet magazine. It's like a black love shoot.
Oh, okay.
So we both had to portray like we were two black people in love. And we did matching underwear and shit like that. It was cute. We had a really good time. I ended up going down by where he is, which is close to Philly and Camden. And I made a weekend out of it. And we chilled. We went shopping together. He's just a really good dude.
What you bought him?
Nothing.
Why not?
I think
That's some selfish shit.
I
Why
think
you
I
buy
might have bought
chips?
dinner one night. Like, he had it one night and I had it the next night.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, you really think about it that way, because at the end of the day, you're just buying one dinner.
That's
and
it.
I think, unfortunately, a lot of people don't think like that. Like, I remember back in the days when me and the boys used to go out, what we would do is, no matter if it's 2 of us, it's 10 of us, it's all good.
So sorry.
Everybody would take turns buying a round. So even if you went to buy rounds,
Is the pizza there?
Pizza.
Oh,
See, this
Okay,
is why
I'll
you
call
gotta
the
love
kids.
live.
Thanks.
Hold on, you gotta pay for it. Put your credit card number online so we can buy shit too.
now I got to call the kids and tell them that the pizza is at the house.
There you go.
I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
But,
I'll finish telling the story.
no, go ahead.
We always talk about it. You bring 2 people, 2 household income. You take it this week, I take it next week, and it works out in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of pizza did you get? So now we're hungry.
Pizza's there. Hurry up. Bye.
Crib.
The kids
what
want
kind
a
of pizza.
I ordered from this little restaurant,
They ain't
Joseph's
got
Pizza.
what we got? Pepperoni.
Oh,
we got plain.
I got 1 pepperoni
Right.
and 1 plain for the kids.
What that's gonna do? You got 400 kids. Like, what the fuck? 1 plain and 1.
You know what? They don't. The little ones that eat a slice each, there'll be really a lot of pizza left over. I'll only have a slice. Brianna, I have like 6 slices, and then Jason, I have like 1, and that's it.
You got like you got like a little toaster oven at the job.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go.
That's
'Cause
it.
my
Bring it
pizza
to work.
don't taste good out the microwave.
Yo,
It has to be like a what's the word I'm looking for? It has to be like a toaster oven to where it could kind of like really like warm up properly, like it's kind of in the oven.
yo, I'll tell you something. I don't even like my pizza hot. I'll go home and eat that shit cold, like the thick cheese on it and everything. Like,
Right.
yes.
Yeah, I'm good.
I love cold pizza. I like cold chicken too. I'm weird.
No, I mean, it's not weird. A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. On the way here, I was listening to Cardi B. She's been on the radio. She's been going on rants and stuff. As a lot of you know, her and Offset. Well, she had filed for a divorce from Offset about 3 weeks ago.
Changed her mind when she started doing the checks and balance. Hold on, I got to pay the mortgage by myself.
Yeah.
Oh no, come here, nigga. You can cheat on whoever
She
you want.
100% changed her mind about it, and Tony's texting me talking about I'm not single no more. I don't know. I'm gonna address that too in a
Now we ain't
second.
even fucking with you.
Yo,
That's serious.
I'm okay. I'm gonna address that in a second too.
Uh-huh.
But it kind of all intertwines into what I was gonna say about Cardi. She got rid of her Twitter page because she got tired of people messaging her and giving their 2 cents about everything that's going on with her and Offset.
Facts.
And I don't blame her. Put it like this: we are gonna be with who we're gonna be with, regardless of what they do. We might get mad at them for 1 second, but then we be right back with them. We look stupid when we go on all types of rants and stuff. I do it too. I talk so much shit about Delaney, and we have our days. We do. He'll send me crazy messages, like to the point where I'm being called all types of smuts and bitches and every fucking thing else. And I'm done, and that's it. And I'm tired. But at the end of the day, you know, when I sit down and think about who is it that I can call when I really need some shit that's gonna really be there for me, and who is it that, you know, I can call and just talk to and rely on, depend on, who I know is not ever gonna let me be someplace struggling and shit. Especially now at this point in our relationship, I think about Delaney. I don't think about everybody who is listening to me talk about, you know, how bad of a person they are, because nobody has got to deal with what I go through, you know, when I don't speak to him for a couple of days, and the headache of my son giving me my phone and him wanting to speak to his dad and everything else. So for the most part, to address what Tony said about me not being single anymore, I haven't been single in a long time. I've been with Delaney for a long time, and because we have our downs more often than our ups, you know, I might not say anything. At the end of the day, so I'm getting tired of people, especially, you know, like the fellas. I'll get messages. I post a picture up with me and Delaney, and I seriously be having hurt ass men texting my phone all day, like, well, you know, what's good with him and where is he coming from? Nigga, didn't you stand me up like 2 weeks ago? You know, or weren't we talking and then I heard a chick in your background and then you had to explain to me why she was there type shit? If you're comfortable where you are, seriously, and if things can be worked out and fixed, I say stay there. Fuck what anybody thinks. Yeah, people are going to bash you, but not everybody likes the person that you're with at the end of the day. And you are the one who's got to deal with them, not everybody else.
Well, you said it. You said it perfectly. At the end of the day, your life is your life. You have to do what you think makes you happy.
Yeah, what I know makes me happy.
What you think makes you happy.
What I okay.
And, you know, we fuck with you because we care about you.
Yes, I know.
And at the end of the day, my thing is this, and I mean no disrespect to nobody. And like I said, I've met him. I don't got no beef with him. But at the end of the day, when you have to con yourself into something, that's the problem.
Okay.
I'm just saying in general.
And I
Generally,
100%
when
get
a
it.
person has to con themselves into only targeting on the one good thing amongst 5,000 bad things, you're conning yourself.
Yeah.
But this is someone you have multiple kids with, and maybe one on the way. So, you know, and we all know that, you know, at the end of the day, you truly, truly want a family.
I do, more than anything else.
And what I need people to understand about this is our parents and our whole household affects who we are.
Mm-hmm.
And even though, guys, is like she's been super honest with y'all people from day one, and you're not gonna find a lot of people out there are like that. You gotta find people who want to sit there and lie. And this young lady is pretty much a blank slate, and she puts her whole entire life out there. And you guys just have to understand and love that about her. But at the end of the day, what I need you to truly understand from a standpoint for people who care about you, just as much as you want us to respect your decisions, you have to respect ours when we say bullshit. So at the end of the day, we understand you want a family, and hopefully you guys can turn it around if that's what's meant for the cards. But it's a double-edged sword. Now, for those individuals who don't know you, who are trying to fuck and all the other stuff, I understand how you feel about that. But for the people who, truly care and, you people you can talk to and all this other stuff, you got to allow us to say bullshit. Not saying that it's that, but I'm just saying, like, what we have to allow, you have to allow too.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we want to see you succeed, and eventually you'll get to the point to where you will, whether it's with or without him. You just got to go through what you need to go through.
Absolutely. I also want to put out there a little bit that he's like suffers from mental illness. Now, all jokes aside, I used to think it was a joke. I really did. It wasn't until I was about 7 months pregnant with Cairo when we realized that he had a multiple personality disorder and bipolar disorder.
Right.
I've never known how to deal with anybody like that. I mean, besides Prodigy being like fucked up or something wrong with her. Like, I understand that, like, mentally it takes a lot to deal with people that have mental illness.
Right.
I used to look at it like most of the time as an excuse. Like, these are excuses.
I'll get to the comments in a second. No, I mean, it's people don't understand. We, at the end of the day, we all want to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
We all want to be happy. And everybody's happiness is different. And that's what people understand that. Like, I like butter pecan, but I don't like Rocky Road. Mm-hmm. I don't like cookies and cream. Like, I went to this ice cream place in Inglewood, which I'll never go to again. And I asked for mint chocolate chip. And they handed me mint with M&Ms. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Why you don't go to Bischoff's?
Huh?
Why you don't go to Bischoff's?
It was just sit right off there by Route 4.
Okay.
Because, I don't eat kosher shit. So
Oh,
I have to be
yeah,
careful
yeah.
where I go. So I went there, and he was like, he gave me mint M&Ms. I'm like, no, I want mint chocolate chip. He said, well, we put the M&Ms in as chips. I'm like, I don't want this shit.
Oh, shit.
I want mint chocolate chip. This is what I
Said
ordered.
I'll never go there again.
You know what I mean? I was like, I won't go there again.
Shout out to the bad ice cream on Route 4.
Exactly.
What I've learned, just to get back to what I was saying before about the people with mental illness, is that they have to be treated a certain way. Now, I've known Prodigy for 33 years, and I mentioned her before because I know she also suffers from mental illness. I know how to deal with her. Like, she tells me all the time I'm a mean person, and I have my degree in psychology, so I try to understand these crazy people, these people with mental illness. Excuse me.
That was fucked up. But go ahead.
But now that I'm dealing with it firsthand, like, I know what it's like for Delaney to bug out, and then 10 minutes later, nothing happened. It's weird, but that's how things go. So when you're dealing with somebody like that, which is like one of my topics for tonight about dealing with somebody that's terminally ill,
Right.
When you're dealing with somebody that's mentally ill, there's a certain amount of things you have to be willing to accept, as sad as it is. So before you said that I was like being accepting of what it is, or you didn't feel as though it was genuine, or what was the term you used, the word you said about me?
As far as what?
When you were just saying that just now, when you were, in other words, trying to say that I've accepted some of this stuff, or I've been okay with it.
I'm saying that. All right, here's the thing. Here's the best thing I can say about a relationship. You try 100%.
Yeah.
And that way, whether it works out or it doesn't, once you finally have the strength enough to either succeed or fail, you won't go back because
Right.
you gave it your all.
Yeah. I do that. I try my best.
And we'll go with that. Let me just get a couple of these comments real
All
quick.
right, go ahead.
Start with Tone. Tone says, truth, it must be a New York thing. Michelle says, you are not crying, please don't. Michelle also says, ups and downs, yes, this is your choice, not mine. Be happy. She also goes on to say, I know the feeling, multiple personalities is your guy in front of you saying me. I am fucked up in the head. I tell people that all the time. I am a Gemini, so I am definitely bipolar. Tone says cookies and cream. I don't like. Yeah, I don't. He said I can't believe Truth likes toothpaste flavored ice cream. That's what you say, mint chocolate chip.
Oh, it's good. I'm lactose intolerant, so I haven't had ice cream in years, and I miss it.
But I know, like, when I have ice cream, it's because I'm headed home.
Yo, I can't.
So, I'm not out and about. I'm not going anywhere.
I don't even want my booty hole feeling like that, man. I don't.
No, I feel you.
They need to make lactate ice cream. They make lactate milk.
Do.
They do?
They do.
Different flavors, though?
I don't know about all that. But hold on. I think yogurt's not made with milk.
Yes, it is. It's dairy. It's got some type of milk in it.
One place that's not dairy. I forgot what it is. I think it was in a mall or something.
Okay.
They were real popular or whatever. But no, I mean, you want what you want.
Yeah.
And, we hope you get it.
I am.
But then again, I'm a real person. I don't sugarcoat shit. You'll get it eventually. I just don't believe it'll be where you're at.
Really?
And I don't. Again, like I said, dude's not a bad dude. He's not a bad dude. I met him in person. He's not a bad dude. But again, at the end of the day, I always tell people, it's what you show me, not what you tell me.
Right.
I could tell you I love you up and down.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not coming home. I got outside this and outside that. I'm doing everything, but I'm telling you I love you, but I'm not showing you.
Okay.
So you get to the point to where, you're ready to actually find someone that will give you the things you want.
Listen, here's my thing, and this is how I know that progress is being made and changes are being made. Anything that I want, I'm getting.
Right.
I have never, ever taken a picture with this man or stood next to this man or laid on this man, and we took a picture, and he smiled. And every picture that I've ever taken with him is on social media. I throw it up there, except some of our more intimate, personal ones. But I've always thrown a picture. He'll take a picture with me, and he knows I'm posting it. Look at the pictures I posted yesterday. Cheesing. And I know why it is. I finally got him out of his, he's comfortable,
right.
Doing things, and he's starting to be a little less uptight about things. But that's because of the change in communication we now have with each other.
Yeah, you got to get to a point, because
he's changed.
Two individuals who've been with each other for a couple of years, but at the end of the day, you've been with yourselves 30-some years.
Yeah.
Longer. So when you take two people from two different worlds and you bring it together, sometimes it takes a while to mesh. Project says my medication has been helping me.
Good, very good.
I'm not crazy.
She just fucking still calls me 100 times a day when I ask her to text me instead of calling me. I'm not a phone person. Send me a text. I hate being on the phone, especially because I talk all day at work, and then I talk to my kids when I get home. In fact, I yell at my kids when I get home. And then, on Saturdays, I do a show where I'm talking for an hour nonstop. And then, I'm not a talker. I'm a texter. If you want to know something, I will write you a whole fucking paragraph on my phone through a text.
Texting is dangerous, but I feel you.
You know what? It's only dangerous for the people that misinterpret them and don't know how to be more neutral.
That's the whole thing. Everyone... your mood predicts the way you take the text, not the person's mood. It's your mood.
Oh yeah.
So if you're agitated and you're reading the text and you're already on the defense, you're gonna take the text as a defense. That's not the way I meant it, and this is why a lot of times I tell people it's always best to have face-to-face conversations. That I'm not really a big phone person either. Like, I'm not one of those people who could go on the phone and have a conversation with someone for 14 fucking hours. Like, now we're face to face. It's different.
I like text. And I found out about myself that this is a big issue of mine. And I found this out during couples counseling. For whatever reason, Delaney always takes my text as being negative. He says he hears my voice in the text.
But see, this is what I'm saying. Like, I understand, and this is when we talk about relationships. It's two people. It's not one.
Mm-hmm.
All right? You have a person who's misunderstanding your texts.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of calling to put that doubts to rest, you keep texting.
Yeah.
So you can't get mad when he flips off.
I won't. Just as long as he doesn't get mad when I flip back.
No, you can't. Because you caused it.
So listen.
No one told you to stand in front of a pot cooking bacon with the fire on high with no shirt on and then wonder why you got burnt.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, again, we're talking about communication. You want him to not cater, but you want him to understand you, just like you have to understand him.
Mm-hmm.
So if I tell you I'm allergic to this, why would you keep giving it to me? So again, he's telling you he's already taking your texts the wrong way. It's not how you meant it, then give a call.
No, I don't like to talk.
Okay, so you're going to continue to have the issues and problems.
It's okay. I mean, we've gotten past it. I've added emojis with kissies on it, you know, in certain places where I felt like, okay, if I could say this differently, but just put an emoji at the end, maybe it'll be okay.
So Michelle says she agrees with you. It's who you text and what you do text.
Mm-hmm.
Both of y'all cracked up.
Yeah, no, when I text, I'll say this. I'll say it the same way how I say it. I actually think my words are a lot worse. And I'm being honest with you. It's sometimes better that you do communicate with me via text because I will burn the shit out of you in some words. I say, ask Prodigy. She'll tell you. Keep it real, Prodigy.
It's just like me. Like I'm like so bludgeoned. It's ridiculous. But at the end of the day, imagine me texting. Mm-hmm. People already knowing that I'm an asshole, mm-hmm. but that's not the way I meant it. But you knowing who I am, you're automatically gonna take it like I'm an asshole. But that's not how I meant it. See, so you just like I text a person automatically, be like, is he mad at me? Did I do something wrong? No, like, but because I'm that asshole, aiding everything I do, that's how it comes off.
I mean, I guess I text and I don't care. I'm the same way I'm saying it is exactly how I'm texting it. If it came out my mouth, it'll probably be worse. So you know, I don't know if
I feel you. Which one you want to get started with?
I'm sorry. I just got a random text just now in regards to this.
Which one?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The confessions from the inbox.
Oh, okay. That's the kids?
No.
Okay, so then put the phone down. I don't give a fuck. Put your phone down. There we go.
All right. Confessions from the inbox. I'm getting ready to completely destroy my ex's life. He did me dirty as fuck. Steady fucking me, acting like he loved me, making me fall in love with him. Come to find out, after 8 months together, he's married with 3 kids. Then, when I confront him saying, choose, he walk away from me and go back to her like I ain't nothing. Well, I got off my birth control, talked him into fucking me again, lied and said I was still on the pill. Now I'm about 8 weeks pregnant with his baby. I'm about to let his wife know and fuck her and his whole life up. Fuck her and him and they kids. And he shouldn't have fucked me over. I'm going to tear his pockets up for the next 18 years. Take food out their mouth and don't care. Don't show my name. Yo, when I read this, everything in me was just like, yo, that sounds like something that I would do. Like, for real. But then, like, years ago. Not now. But then it also made me feel like, Yo, women be this damn scorned, and men need to pay attention to shit like this. You know, and this is how men be getting trapped all the time. I mean, she's scorned, she's hurt, she was messing with dude. I'm sure we've all been in relationships where we didn't know that we were the second person. Shit, I spent 2 summers ago, the whole fucking summer, with a dude that I had no idea had a girl that just kept popping up at my house. Shit happens. But this right here is like the icing on the cake when you purposely get yourself pregnant just to have an involvement in this man's life and his wife's life and the kid's life, especially when she talked about taking food out of the children's mouths and robbing him because of what he did to her.
Right.
But it also is dumb on her behalf because, bitch, you gonna be up at night taking care of this kid all alone, having to deal with him knowing that he'll probably want no parts of anything that has to do with this. And you're going to have to explain to this kid one day, you know, where daddy is, why he's not around type shit. So, like I said, on one end of the speculum, she's scorned, and I can understand where she's coming from, but I don't think the way she's going or the way she went about doing it was the smartest shit for her. Yeah, she's going to put him on child support for the next 18 years, but the only person that's going to be affected by this at the end of the day, really, is the child. Not the kids that are already here and that are being taken care of by in a home with, you know, mom and a dad.
Right.
The unborn that's getting ready to come, that's not going to have the same experience or anywhere close to it because mom wants to be vindictive. So this did pretty good on my Facebook page.
Let's hear it.
When I posted it up. Shout out to Jose Reed. He says she's petty as fuck, but I can understand you can't play with people's heart. You never know what they're capable of doing in return for revenge, if revenge is necessary. Shout out to Prodigy. She said she should focus on getting revenge on him and only him, not the wife and kids. They did nothing. She should just tell his wife and let it be. Instead of trying to starve the kids and all of that other shit she said she was going to do. Shout out to Jermaine, Jem Rocklock. He said, scorned as fuck, but I can understand. Even so, the kid's going to get the brunt of the backlash from two reckless adults plus the wife. It's sad as fuck, but we've been living in a time like this that even loyalty is the only difference, and they can kind of deny the baby mother. Or some take in the kids and then take care of them. Lauren Mitchell, shout out to her, L. She said, this is unbelievably ridiculous to bring a child into the world just to spite a man. Move the fuck on. Yes, I agree with that. Lashia Perkins, she said, I understand her pain, but I'm not having no baby out of spite because who said he's going to be there? Then that child have to wonder why he or she wasn't good enough for their father and other BS. Now, the petty me would record him sucking my toes and other kinky shit and send that to her. Yes. That's what the petty me would have done too. Absolutely. I'll get into another story later on with me and my other baby father being petty back and forth with each other. I had to send him a video of me sucking Delaney's dick recently. I did. I sent it to him the other day. He wants to be on some petty shit. He got some bitch calling him 5 o'clock in the morning. He was in my room that day.
What that got to do with you, though?
She was calling, and she woke me up, so I answered the fucking phone.
Why is this nigga spending night at your house anyway?
Oh, he comes and stays with the kids.
Okay, that's the kids. Why he in your room?
He fell asleep on my bed.
Right. Wait for us to believe that shit.
Seriously. All jokes aside.
I'm serious.
Yo, come on. This is a public show. You think I would incriminate myself like that if it wasn't a mistake?
Yeah, okay.
For real. But
Real quick, so Michelle says, wow, how sad is this?
Yeah.
She's vindictive.
Uh-huh.
Baby is not going to have a dad. How unfair is this?
Exactly. Shout out to Tamara Silver. She said, I get her feelings are hurt, but she's only going to hurt the baby in the long run. True, he should have been upfront. She probably would have still fucked with him. We do that as females. However, being this petty will never make a man resent her and never want to have a relationship with his kids. Who will suffer in the end? Which is what I said, the kids. Shout out to Paige Sharif. He said, hurt people hurt people. And I understood that. Yeah, that was
a great way to put it.
absolutely. Shout out to Whitney Rodriguez. She said she was doing the most when she was. Shout out to Tony. He says this heifer is just trifling as he is. When you plan on destroying motherfuckers' life after what they do to you, I'm sure parts of it are understandable and somewhat validated, but that's doing too much. When you bring in his wife and kids, though, you're asking for a whole trouble than he's actually worth. Why not let karma handle this motherfucker? Last time I checked, karma's undefeated. Instead of living your life to the fullest, you're half bent on destroying someone else and their family. You end up losing yourself in the process of doing that. All you can do for the trife ass heifer like this is pray for her. She's gonna be by herself. She's gonna resent it. And I mean, you do hear about some parents doing some things to the kids. After a while, when you're sitting there taking care of that kid by yourself, and
Yeah, they wind up hurting the child.
Exactly. And
especially if the child, because you know what? I don't know if it's true or not. We have a couple of ladies in here. Y'all ladies help us out. Is it true when you hate the father is the reason why the child comes out looking like the father? Does that work?
Yes. Let me tell you something. And it has to do with the pregnancy. When we are pregnant, if we are harboring on the man who got us pregnant and we are not getting along with him, things ain't working right, we hate them, listen, and you can be honest about this truth, because you would know, and I know you're going to be honest. When I was pregnant with Cairo, I didn't really have too much negative to say about Delaney. I didn't know him. But when I was pregnant with Egypt, I ain't have a motherfucking nice thing to say. It was shocking that he even showed up to my baby shower, to be honest with you, because that whole pregnancy we beefed. By this pregnancy, I'm looking at him like, yo, we don't fuck. We haven't fucked. We had a baby. We fucked once. I got pregnant with this baby, and then we didn't fuck. My whole sex life was messed up, and it was throwing me off everywhere, in every way. My daughter is identical to him. My son is more me.
Right.
But Egypt looks just like him. I couldn't stand him, and I couldn't stand his mother. And my daughter also looks like her. And I'm like, oh, she's pretty. But I believe that is true.
Okay.
You know, when you're pregnant and you're hating the person that you're with or not getting along with them or saying bad negativity things, the first thing that you're going to notice as soon as you push them out or you have a C-section and it comes out is how much that child looks so much like the person that you ended up hating or spent most time hating the entire time you were pregnant. It's true.
Okay.
I remember in the hospital, as soon as I pushed out Egypt, Delaney was like, damn, yo, she looks just like me. Before I had even seen her, and she did. She's got everything just like him. She don't look nothing like me at all.
She's going to be tall.
She's going to be tall, and she's going to be black as hell. But, you know, I don't know. She does look just like him, though.
Is that all the comments?
No.
That's killed.
Shout out to Dana Michelle Mato. She says she's hurt. She is definitely hurt to do all of that.
I can see
sacrificing your body to be pregnant.
I don't know her, but like you can see her face when she's saying.
Oh
that.
yeah, she
like,
does the same thing I do too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's into the whole media and all of that podcast and stuff. She was definitely hurt. Shout out to John Mabry. He says she's playing herself because she clearly showing that she has no love or respect for herself. Anna Evans. And I told her ass I was going to be on tonight. Tagged in everything. Like, yo, listen, you always talk about me not doing a show during the week. I'm here. It's Monday. I bet you she ain't here. Anna says, why are women always angry at the other woman? He is the cheater. He sits back watching comfortably as you dumbasses fight over each other, and he still fucks both of y'all in the end. Have some respect for yourself and move the fuck on. Yes.
That's an intelligent woman there. Okay.
Anna. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Miss Chef Lang. She says she is ass wrong. The woman and those kids did nothing to her. Maybe if she kept her legs closed to a married man, she wouldn't have this issue. As I wish a bitch would try me like this. I'm not even gonna fuck you up over him. I'm gonna lay hands because she's disrespectful. Not the fact she's a disrespectful, no tact having hoe. Damn, I like her. Shout out to Rice Arona. He says she's angry and disgruntled. Chef Turner Twin says, silly, you're hurting yourself. Why have a whole child because you petty and didn't Google his ass?
That's best answer so far.
Yeah.
Best fucking answer so far.
It's true. Shout out to Wilma. She says, shaking my damn head. I keep wondering why women feel the need to fuck up a child's life as payback for some shit a dude did. Now, he made it quite clear that he didn't want her. The tricked herself and thinks by confessing she's a trick that it's payback. Nah, hun. Just going to his wife alone would have wreaked havoc if she cared or cares. If not, then the trick just got herself stuck with a kid by a man she doesn't really want and is acting like an immature, childish heifer instead of a beautiful queen she is. She fucked up her whole life off a petty ass payback. When the man leaves her and makes sure she don't get child support, I hope her dumb ass gets what she's got coming. Bottom line, he didn't want her. Now that the thrill is gone, she needs to pull up her big girl panties and move on. He was supposed to be preparing for her a king, and she became a true joker of her own life. Yeah. And the last comment came from my boy Romeo. He says, she's a horrible excuse for an adult human. It's bad, yo.
Yeah.
It's bad.
All right, some shows going in here. So let's see what she here. Well, when I asked you about the comment as far as do the kids look like the parents, the father because you hate him, she said no, it's not. She laughed. She said both babies look like him. OMG, they don't. One looks like you, one looks like him. She says in my country, when the baby comes out looking like him, they say the female is in love with the guy. Okay, different.
Listen, I also heard that boys always look like their mothers and girls always look like their fathers.
Nah.
I have a couple of boys.
Couple? Shit.
I don't think any of them look like me. Cairo looks like me.
Nah, Jason looks like you.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Okay. I see Cairo looks like me too.
Yes.
As he's getting older now, I mean, he's a big ass boy that just looks like me, which is sad, but it's okay. My girls, each of Alicia looks just like her dad. Paris,
Frost.
right? She might look like a little bit of the both of us, But when she was younger, she used to look just like Henry.
You know what it is? Like she has hit your she has your complexion, but probably look like him.
Yeah, but she used to have more features of him when she was younger, and now I think that life is like she's starting to grow up, so she's wanting to wear fake hair, and she's wanting to wear makeup on her face, and when she does do that, she looks like me, sadly. And just a side note, real quick, Eric, you know who the city girls are, right?
Yeah, they all married though.
It's crazy. Paris came to me the other day. She goes, "Mom, for Halloween, I want to be a city girl."
Oh no, we're not doing that. Boo-boo.
I said, and what kind of outfit do you need? She said, I need a cat suit, box braids, and a pair of sunglasses. Get out. And don't come back in my room.
It's true, though.
Yo, these kids are being so influenced by this bullshit, man.
Why you let them listen to it?
A city girl. No, it's on TikTok. It's on TikTok. It's on Facebook or whatever, Instagram. My daughter does have a TikTok account, and she sits and does all these little dances and stuff. I'm just like, yo, I'm done. I'm done with it. But she's not going to be a city girl.
Okay. So how do you feel on this topic? And then I'll give mine so we go to the next one.
I honestly feel like she's doing nothing but wasting her time. The kid is going to suffer at the end of the day. He's going to want to know why, at some point daddy was never around. I do not believe that a baby will ever make a man stay. I do not understand why so many females feel that this is something that makes them stay. If I'll be the one to tell you, I got baby daddies gone. And gone for years, and you raise the kids and you do everything by yourself. It didn't make them stay. In fact, and I won't say which set of my kids it is, but I got a set. One of my baby daddies or their dad is more into me than he is the kids. More worried about what I'm doing than what his kids are doing. And I tell him all the time, you need to worry more about your children than you do me. But nothing will make a man stay if he's not going to. Kid is going to suffer at the end of the day. And I felt like she's dumb for doing what she did.
Okay. This is one of the saddest things I've ever seen in my life. I'm serious. This young lady has repeatedly made mistake after mistake after mistake. My thing is this. How are you with someone 8 months and not know that they are a girlfriend or whatever? I'm talking about full-blown married with kids.
Excuse me. Can I say something?
Sure.
I was with somebody for a whole damn year and didn't know he was with somebody, living with somebody. I knew about the kids. He ain't got nothing with her, but I didn't know he was with her like that.
The signs are there. You just didn't ask. The only time we meet up is at my house or the fucking motel. Dun, ding, ding, ding.
No,
ding,
yo,
ding.
we did other things. We used to go out. We used to date. We used to go shopping at the mall.
If we're meeting up fucking, it's a hotel or my place. Ding, 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 ding. Bells need to go the fuck off.
But that wasn't because of any other reason.
If we're fucking
He was living with his mom. He wasn't even living with his girl.
We gonna go into the bathroom. I'm gonna raise my leg. You gonna nut in this motherfucking tub or the motherfucking toilet.
Listen, whole ass. You can be with somebody and not know that they're dealing with somebody else.
No. We're not talking about dealing with someone else. So they had a fucking family. So that's totally different. That's what I'm saying. Like this man is married with three or four kids. So for you not to know that, I don't care how good the sex is or how much money this person has, you knew something was up. You just refused to answer the questions. Ask the questions because you were benefiting from it.
Right.
Next mistake. You find out, okay, and you do what some, okay, ladies, some females do, and that's put pussy as collateral. Well, all right, no problem. It's either me or her. This nigga is married. He's not just fucking with somebody else. Those aren't her kids. It's their kids. What decision you thought he was going to make? I don't give a fuck if you gave Rusty trombones every night.
I can't with you.
He's not picking his family. I mean, you over his family. And then you want to put this a great thing out, this plan. You're going to get him. You're going to hurt her. And I want to tell you something. If she got that many kids with him, they've been together that long, she know he fucking other women already.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
She already know. And she probably got a nigga on the side, too.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they're going to stay together for the sake of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So you getting pregnant now doesn't help or hurt anything because doesn't mean he has to be around. He could get visitation rights.
Mm-hmm.
You want child support, he got to see his kid.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your child's going to be going in our house with her, and then the wife can be petty now. Oh, let me take a picture with your kid and post it on social media.
Right.
It could be a two-way street.
Right.
But at the end of the day,
I'm petty like that.
your child will be the fourth child, which means whatever child support you think you're gonna get is gonna be $5. The most money goes out to the first child. Everything else after that is scraps on the table. Yeah. So this young lady is going to bring a child into the world that she doesn't want. The child is whole existence is to spite someone. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately what happens, and you brought it up earlier, what happens to kids like this is they get abused mentally, physically. And then she's going to wind up having to deal with someone else. And it's crazy. What's good, Alicia?
Oh, my daughter's watching?
No, sorry. Alicia Little. Sorry.
I'm like, hi, Lily. Happy birthday.
But at the end of the day, you're bringing a child into a chaotic situation.
Very much
is not fair to the child.
Nope.
And that child's going to grow up hurt and bitter because that's all you ever going to get the child. And God forbid, it is a boy and it looks like him,
Oh God.
the shit that child's gonna have to go through. And we're wondering why a lot of our kids grew up to be angry, commit crimes and stuff like that, because they're growing up in crazy ass homes.
Yeah.
So I hope this dude goes to court and takes the custody of the child. But I also want to say this: like, I don't know, I'm probably the oldest person in this chat room and in the room, so I don't know if you ever heard of Dr. J. Junior Survey. All right, he played for the 76ers, very popular basketball star.
Don't he
Hall
got like
of
100
Famer.
kids?
One of his daughters is a pro in tennis that he's never paid attention to.
Oh shit.
He had a child ever out of wedlock, and his wife gave him an ultimatum: either you ignore this fucking child, or we're gonna get a divorce. So from that moment forth, all he's ever done for his child is support her financially. They've never had a conversation. He's never been there for her. Yeah. So
That's horrible.
yeah. So the situations we can get ourselves in. So it's just a sad day all the way around.
Absolutely. All right. Well, this was my view on this topic here, and I did pretty good on Facebook. Shout out to everybody who commented. I appreciate it. This is what I do. I'm gonna have Saturday's topic up, so we'll see it in a few
We
days.
believe it when we see it. Go ahead. Next one.
All right. So for my next one, this is a personal post. This is one of my friends on Facebook that is dealing with this personally. She was just recently, messed up in a relationship. She is terminally ill. What people don't understand are, like there's a very broad amount of terminal illnesses out here. I have a terminal illness. I was diagnosed with Graves' disease in 2017, which stemmed from me having thyroid cancer. I had to have the thyroid removed November of 2017 and have got to be on hormone therapy for the rest of my life. Good part about it is, I don't have my thyroid and the cancer didn't spread and everything is okay. But bad part is I'm going to be on medication for the rest of my life. And they told me I wouldn't have any more kids, and I had 2 more kids afterwards. And
About 600 more. But
everything has been okay. But there are some autoimmune diseases and sometimes some respiratory diseases that can place you in a terminally illness, situation in your life. And you're in the hospital. You're spending a lot of time in the hospital. So she asked me to bring this up to see the opinion of some of the people on the post. And it's crazy because a lot of males commented on this, which means they must have known this was a female.
Let's go.
So I was glad to get some of the comments that I did. Can you date someone that's terminally ill and always hospitalized? What if the diagnosis is new while dating? Would you stay? Chime in. Shout out to, hold on. Richard Walls, all he said was ouch. He didn't even comment on this. Jose Reed, he says, if we start dating and it happens over time, I'm riding out with you to the end and be by your side. Now, if we happen to meet somehow and you're already in that predicament, we can't date, but I will still be there for you in the long run if that makes any sense. I don't understand what that means. Shout out to Garrett Super. He says, I couldn't begin a relationship with them. But if it happened while we were in one, I would try to be there for them as much as I can. If we were married, then I'm all in. Daquan Ariel Turner says that he agreed with the last comment. Shout out to Phil Flood, which happens to be one of my black African-American Trump supporters on my Facebook page. He says, no, I'm out. Sorry. Like, damn. Female came in, Princess Manolo, and commented or responded back to Philip Flood. She said, but God forbid, what if this was happening to you, young man? He says, I wouldn't be selfish and ask her to stay and make her life difficult. 100% no. He would tell her to leave. Shout out to Vanessa Visitol. She says, what if you couldn't deny the connection? Sometimes you are just drawn to somebody. Aaron Morgan, shout out to him. He said no, he's not dealing with it. Shout out to Romeo. He says, depends on the connection we have. If there's a genuine connection, then yes, because time with somebody, when you spend time with somebody, you really connect. He said, any time with this kind of person is a blessing. Shout out to Wilma. She said, real talk, it would depend on so many different things, but mainly how will it affect my kids' lives should I take on that kind of responsibility. Dating a terminally ill person can be emotionally draining most of the time and physically draining some of the time as well. I need to maintain me in mind before looking to maintain more, especially if we're just dating and it's not more serious than that. We'll remain friends, if nothing more than that. Might sound selfish, but my kids and their emotional mental health comes before anything and everyone. If they suffer because I'm suffering, then it's a problem.
I'm gonna get to the comments, y'all. I see y'all.
Okay. Shout out to Jermaine. He said, damn, that's a stretch, man. That's a whole other type of hurt. He said, it's one thing to meet a terminally ill person, but it's another thing to date. And this is the one for you, and you only lose that, or you could lose that person and get hurt in the long run, emotionally scar you until you're ready to heal. Shout out to Tony Williams. He sent me a picture of a man breathing in and out of a bag. Then he says, sorry, but this is too tragic for me. My Atlanta sports teams break my heart enough as it is. I can't. And that's what was all the comments on this.
Let me get to the comments. See, we start off here. Alyssa says, damn, you would think the doctor had a wonderful life. She also goes on to say, God bless you. Michelle says, I'm sorry. I can't stay with a guy terminally ill. I truly can't deal with it emotionally. She also goes on to say, I honestly want to be a friend, but not a lover. Alyssa also goes on to say, wow, I did have 4-stage with him till he passed. Then she goes on and says to Michelle says to her, wow, I applaud you. I'm not that strong. He rode it out hard, like a hero. And Alyssa finishes off and said, doctors called it end if life.
Yeah. I mean, look. If I'm at the state I'm at in my life right now with my children, I'm not looking to meet somebody who is terminally ill with something that could end up killing them, especially if my kids end up getting attached to this person. If I met somebody and it was diagnosed after I met them, then that's completely different than me walking into something brand new with somebody, and this is what it is, and this is why I was talking about Delaney a little earlier. When, I mean, I guess this can, any type of bipolar disorder or schizophrenia can be diagnosed as terminal illness, especially for some people who are hospitalized due to their mental illnesses. And one of the main reasons why I do not leave him is because it would make me feel bad as a person for not being able to handle certain things that he's given to me, especially because I know he has a problem. That's like getting mad at somebody who's mentally handicapped that walks up and slaps you in the face. If they don't understand what they're doing wrong, you can't really get mad at them for that. I got beat up.
That nigga right back. I'm telling you right now.
I got beat up by a Down syndrome patient at work one time. Like, this little motherfucker was beating me up. And he was a Down syndrome midget. When I tell you I was taking blows left and right by this motherfucker and just had to stand there and take it, because as a nurse, I can't defend myself against this little Down syndrome midget, or I'll get in trouble, or I'll get fired. But I got fucked up. I was on crutches and everything. He broke my ankle. It was the craziest thing. But I can't get mad at the man because I know he has a problem. So, but as far as that goes, I don't think I can date somebody or go into anything new with somebody with this problem. If I'm with somebody long term and we find out after, being together or having some type of a connection, whether it be kids or, just history, I'm going to stay and I'm going to ride it out. How about you, Truth?
Hell no.
I can't.
Now, I will say this, and what I always try to explain to people is mental is harder than physical. And so what I mean by that is I always tell people someone can hit you in the face and eventually heal. Break a finger, a bone, and eventually heal. But when someone hurts you emotionally and mentally, it's forever.
Yeah.
So dating someone and then they get sick is different.
Yeah.
But I cannot date someone who is terminally ill just to help them go out on a high note. And then it also go in, all right, they might want to get chemo. And I remember my aunt, and my aunt was always, this full-figure woman. She wasn't big, but she was a full-figure woman with this long jet black hair all the way down to her ass. It was hers.
Wow.
And that's how I always remembered her. And then when she got cancer, and I remember she was in the hospital, and I walked in that room, and she has a cap on her head, and she's bald-headed. I hit the floor. Like, I broke down right there.
Yeah.
I want to remember the highs. I don't want to remember you shriveling into this non-existent person that I can't recognize.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, it's different if I met you and we're dating and that happens, I'm riding with you till the wheels fall off.
Mm-hmm.
But to meet someone like that, I wouldn't wish that on anyone, and I wouldn't want anyone to put that on me. Once you have an emotional tie to someone, it's hard.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
You're with your lady, and she's hit by a bus or a car, and she's handicapped, can't move nothing down from the neck down. You staying or you leaving?
No, I said we're dating. So if she gets hit, it's already in the process.
But
okay. I'm there. I'm
okay.
To the weird, but like I said, to know someone who's mentally ill and try to do some kind of dating, it's ludicrous.
Yeah.
Now I understand you probably want to feel loved on your way out, because depending on your religion, what you believe in, it might not be everlasting sleep. You might be an afterlife, depending on what you believe in.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, we don't know.
Right.
We don't know.
Yeah.
So, I understand, like Michelle said earlier, I could be a friend.
Right.
We can go out, we can hang, and, you can't drink or whatever. We'll do things that you can do. I would try to bring as much joy into your life as I can.
Okay.
But I wouldn't put that on me. Because at the end of the day, you start caring for a person, and you start loving them.
Right.
And the next thing you know, they're gone.
I know.
What the fuck you gonna do then?
I know. I think it also, too, depends on the illness. Like me, I'm listed as terminally ill because I have Graves' disease. But I'm up. I'm doing everything that everybody else is. In fact, if I didn't tell anybody, no one would ever know. I have the deeper voice because of my thyroid. I've had thyroid issues all my life. It's caused my hair to fall out. It's caused me to be up and down with my weight. It just, from 2017, got worse. It's not anything that lands me in the hospital. I'm not in and out the hospital. But at one point I was when I had the cancer diagnosis. And to be honest with you, during that time, I was by myself. In fact, I was messing with this guy that had a whole girlfriend and family, and I had no idea about.
Well, shout out to you.
Shout out to him. Thanks for riding it out.
Says we've been friends for 36 years, not 33.
Oh, sorry. 36
goes on
years.
to say, shaking my head, those incidents will come. It's like it's like I called his nurse and spoke frank. How would you behave end of life? Like I said, it's different. If you're willing to handle that mentally and to bring that kind of joy to that person, to knowing that, that someone loved that person on the way out, and bring that kind of heartache on you, because at the end of the day, once you start to care about someone and then they're no longer there, how do you continue that?
Right. I just feel so bad. I mean, she wants to remain anonymous, and I'll keep her anonymous.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I would, all right. I would say this: depending on how long you have left, I don't believe in lying, but I would say in this case, lie.
Okay.
And I'm about to pass out because I said the shit, but it's just more lines of.
I see him, y'all.
You guys, you want to go out on a high note,
right?
And we always say that the brain is so strong
Right.
that when you believe in something so hard, so depending on whatever she believes in, at that time
I'm
when
really over here choking to death.
well,
I'm sorry.
you gotta inhale. But yeah, at the end of the day, I wish this person the remainder of what you have left, happiness.
Right.
But I want to say this. I would spend that time getting more comfortable with myself
Right.
instead of wanting someone else to bring me joy. Because I always tell once you make yourself happy, there's nothing no one can say to you.
Right.
And
That's
we
true.
always compare this a lot. We always talk about it on your show. We can give you the same outfit. You wear it two separate times. One, you're proud of yourself, and one, you're not. And you think you're the ugliest and the prettiest person on the face of the earth. It's all about your mental capacity, how you believe in feeling yourself.
That's right.
So if you can focus on yourself, whatever's meant to happen is going to happen. You might actually meet someone. But I will say there are other people in the hospital that are going through exactly what you're going through.
Mm-hmm.
And that community does stick together. And there might be someone that will be willing to take it all the way out with you.
Right.
Because
Aw.
that is a person who truly understands it.
That's right. That's right.
And it's crazy that you put this topic up today because I was just about to watch the movie Love and Other Drugs
Okay.
with Annie Hathaway and the other guy where, she has the Parkinson's and he meets her and he wants to stay with her and it changes his life.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But again, he found out after he fell in love.
Right.
But you will be able to find it within that community, someone who truly understands exactly what you're going through. Because it kills me when people say, "Well, I understand," when they never experienced it.
I know this girl's a good girl. I've known her for years. We went to school together. One of the things that regretfully she can't do is have children. But I don't think that she's at the point where she's going to die anytime soon from what she has.
Okay.
I think with her is more or less so because she can go into the hospital and spend 3 or 4 months in there at a time. She's unable to perform sexually for a partner. I fucked in the hospital when I was in the hospital. But
we all did that.
yeah. I mean, that intimacy outside of a hospital bed is sometimes very hard for her to do. And she was in a relationship, and, she noticed that the guy was kind of trying to distance himself. So she reached out to me and asked me to remain anonymous just to find out what people thought about it. And I stayed in close contact with her after I made the post and told her to make sure she read some of these comments. I have not spoken to her about it yet, but I did invite her to watch the show tonight. And hopefully she did. So that way she has an idea of, what some other people thought about it. But it's not a death spell.
I will say this, and I don't want to ruin it because I got the Man Show. We got a very, very great topic about the... I will say this. There are things that you have to do in order to be in a relationship.
Right.
And sex is a major one.
Yeah.
It's not the only one, but it's a major one.
I'm learning.
So you just have to understand or put yourself... All right, so in a situation, if you find someone that's willing to fuck with you, but you can't perform, then you can't get mad when someone else is willing to perform.
Oh, my God.
I'll put it like that. You can't have your cake and eat it too. It's the best way I could put it.
Oh, my God.
If you can't satisfy your man, then someone else needs to.
That's right. No, somebody else is going to. Not need to.
Yeah, they will.
All right, guys. I went a little over my hour today, but it's because we had a lot to talk about. I need help, though, for this Saturday. So if anybody can come up with anything good to talk about, let me know. I haven't thought about it yet, but that was because I've had a lot going on. I'm sure I'll think of something. But as always, make sure you check out my Facebook page and comment so you can listen out for your shout out. I always make sure I shout out everybody who comments on all my posts. Thank you to everybody who is viewing and everybody who is maybe here for the first time or hasn't been here for a while. This is me and this is us and this is what we do. If there's any show topics, you can always let me know and we'll talk about it. I think that's pretty much it. I'm going home to eat some cold pizza and to give myself a asthma treatment. Yo, stay safe out there, guys.
Yeah, it's the season.
It is the season, definitely, and COVID is back up on the rise again.
Facts.
I had the shit. I don't know how long I'm immune for it. Nobody can answer the question how long the immunity lasts.
As long
Some
as you
say
got
3
the
months.
antibodies, you're good.
I have the antibodies,
Then
but
you're
they're
good. You won't catch it again.
okay. Yeah, I have the antibodies, and
I will tell people this. This is fuck COVID. I mean, I don't mean to say it like
flu
that.
season.
It's flu season.
Yes.
People. And flu season has killed more people than COVID. And I will tell people this: be very, very prepared for another shutdown.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
It's coming.
It's definitely coming.
I know you saw the post in Patterson. They've extended homeschooling. To
Yes.
January.
Yo, listen, I just got emails today. 3 teachers at the Hackensack High School tested positive for it today. 2 at Fannie Hiller School. I'm
And
just
they're
waiting.
the only ones in the fucking school.
The
That's the shit
teachers.
that's fucking killing me.
My kids are supposed to start back school November 2nd.
Not happening.
So you got teachers in the school and
But that's the thing. How the teachers catching the fucking shit?
Exactly.
And there are no kids there.
right,
So if as adults you can't get your shit right,
right. Exactly.
how you
Be
think
mindful.
kids are gonna do who haven't seen each other in so long?
Exactly. Be mindful of it, guys. I know, like I said, I'm in Hackensack. My kids are in Hackensack. November 2nd is when they're supposed to be going back to school, still getting positive cases. It's not over.
Yeah, they're gonna shut down. I've been hearing rumblings. I read something today.
Uh-huh.
They didn't expect it to come back as aggressive
Yeah.
as it has. And
900
they said
cases.
We're headed back to another shutdown.
I see it coming, and be fully prepared when it does happen. I did receive additional assistance as far as food for the kids. I think they're starting to prepare people for it, and it's coming quick.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you keep your hands clean. Stay safe. If you're not feeling well, stay inside.
Keep your hands out your face.
Keep your hands out your face. Wear a face mask out in public when you're around other people. You know, be safe, everybody. It's still out there. I don't recommend, and this is as a nurse talking now, I don't recommend anybody goes and runs and get a flu shot in the month of October. And maybe not even the beginning of November. I would wait towards more the mid of November to early December to go out and get the flu shot. Only because flu season ran a little later last year because of COVID. And the shot is only good in your system for a certain amount of time. So say, for instance, you get it and it's too early, you're going to end up being unimmune towards the end of the flu season. So I would recommend.
I would say stay away from it altogether.
Okay.
Just to say, because you have no idea with the flu season and with COVID around, that's like a double whammy.
Yeah.
And even if you have antibodies or whatever, it might negate that. Like, could you imagine someone who had COVID or has COVID to catch the flu on top of that?
On top of it, yeah.
So
It's
it's just like, yeah, man.
not good, man. But, I mean, I recommend the flu shot. I'm a nurse, and all medical personnel has got to get it. I've been getting it for years. Have never gotten the flu, but I've bagged bodies from people who have had it. You know, and, you know, it's no joke. It does kill more people, and it has killed more people than COVID-19, and it's on its way back. Just make sure you're keeping up with the vitamin C and keeping the hands washed and be safe. And that's it. Don't go out unless you have to. And if we do shut down, everybody just, you know, chill out. It's only happening because it needs to. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's edition of Grown Talk with Goddess. I'll see you on Saturday. It sounds crazy to hear, but in a few days, I'll see you. Bye.